Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Don Scarface 24 with my Let's Play of Dishonored, the Definitive Edition on the Xbox One, with my High Chaos playthrough. Last video we broke out of Cold Ridge Prison with the help of some allies and friends that we're going to be introduced to now, and we made our way through the sewers of Dunwall and got a real good look at how decrepit the city is at this point. Alright, so let's get started. The Hound Pit's Pub. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind.
This is the Hound Pit's Pub, closed for business, half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing. Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. Take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Royals. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl,
Good to
Lady
hear,
Emily,
Samuel.
and clear your
Thank you.
name, he can.
Also, look how dirty the water is. Oh, there's a fish. Meet with the Loyalists in the bar. Alright, we'll do that and then we'll go explore in the area around here a little bit. Cannot kill the rat plague.
So starting at last. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like this nothing.
Yes, not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the story.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows what he is doing. We all have our suspicions. You'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of your fancy dress clothes. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point, as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton. The man of the hour. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent cursed those of us who wouldn't recognize the claim.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pit's Pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with you. We've been building a coalition for him, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skill, your ability in the fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered you.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. It's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Alright. Piero.
Will remain in effect through the month of rain.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear, all custom made. For you, I will create the tools and masters. No! This cannot happen now the tank of whale oil's run out. Are you
Yes,
gonna
he
need
did
tank
say,
from upstairs,
whale,
please,
whale.
while I hold this in place? Careful.
Before we do that, Pierre's request is denied. Pierre, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in crystal? King Sparrow feathers? If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else, so you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. It's a little mean. Oh my goodness, it's a lot. Essentially what it is Piero talking about how everyone prefers using the red guys down there in the bottom right hand corner, the Sokolov serum elixir as opposed to his. That's the main gist of it. There's a lot of books in here too. Well, oil refilling station. I'm not going to read that because essentially what it is on how to operate this here. A little bit of interesting lore here is the mask that we get from Piero.
Just get it near
The Long Tales? Essentially it was like 3 little short story videos that were made and released to kind of give a little bit of background on some characters in this game. Some that are mentioned more prevalent than others, but one of them was essentially the individual who gives us our abilities, which we'll get in a little bit, appears to Piero, who is like lost and lacking purpose with his life, and essentially tells him to like design this mask for Corvo. So pretty cool how they link everything together.
Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. This mask. Terror. You just hold still, fitness be precise. Here. Can you see normally? Some lens out of the line. There. Better now? I could create more upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables, and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things we need.
Let's see what we can
Tell me
get
what I
right
can
now.
make.
And he's you can get supplies from other people in the game too, but he's essentially the main person you're going to get supplies from. Crossbolts, sleep bolts, bullets, spring razors, essentially like a mine trap, grenade, rewire tool for like security things here, and here we have all of our equipment upgrades. Crossbow accuracy, range, reload speed, combat, sleep dart effectiveness, sword crossing for melee, radius on the mines, pistol upgrade, which unlocks more upgrades for that, mask optics, bullet capacity, grenade capacity, bone charm capacity, and spring razor capacity. We're going to do optics, which allows to zoom in on stuff just because it's something I always like to have.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. your life will get even more difficult soon. We should rest.
Yeah, we'll just go right to sleep. There's nothing really eventful that happens
Sleep well.
until we go to sleep. So. Alright, somewhere else. Everything seems alright. Let's go out the door. And this is where things get a little strange. That was a strange gravity. Like that's something he can feel.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. The precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world and beyond the world, great forces that we call magic, and now these forces will serve your good. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
Alright, so this is our ability called Blank. It's essentially like a really fast forward dash. And we can use it to sprint upwards or like across. There we go. It is wired. And this is just kind of like the tutorial for it. That's a little sad. You cannot save her. Written over and over again. Is there anything in here? There we go. And Pierre's spiritual remedy essentially restores your mana. Where the suckle of elixir restores. Oh, there it is. Essentially a little foreshadowing. I'll see if I can get us closer. As to the outsider. A little foreshadowing of who has Emily. Corvo, I am very sad. They say that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. There's a lot of talk that the outsider, he's kind of like a devil's advocate. He's, you know, neither angel nor demon, good or bad. But they say that this, like, at least my interpretation is that this area here, the void, is inside of a Leviathan, which is kind of like a biblical giant whale, essentially. Which a lot of people believe because there's one right here. So you can take that for what it's worth. I personally think he is a giant whale, and he just manifests his himself into a physical entity that we would actually like be able to recognize. You can tell it's not like a really normal looking whale either. Interesting symbols on the sides. OX and like another E. That's weird. But yeah, there's more like things hinting to the outsider being a giant whale. And this is just to kind of catch you up on what's been happening since we've been in prison for 6 months. That little arrow means that when we blink, we will climb in this game, there's a lot of information about him, but then there's kind of not a lot of information about him.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands. With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
The heart equipped in the heart in your left hand helps you locate bone charms or runes, even through walls. It will light up and beat when you are facing it, and beats faster when you get close to it. It will whisper secrets to you if you press the left trigger while targeting a person or location. Let's see.
All the times meaningless here. Not seconds, no centuries.
That one's interesting. Essentially meaning there's no time flows irregularly here. Not really sure which. I say she because it's obviously a female's voice. What she means by the light will devour all things.
The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort and love is not light to me. This is the place from which those who dabble in black arts draw their power. In this place is their doom.
Okay,
Think of the great age ending. This place is the end of all things, and the beginning. All the time is meaningless here. Not seconds, nor centuries.
And this heart too is kind of it's a weird item too. He says it was molded by his own hand, and the game kinda foreshadows. I think even the ending credits was the same voice actor. That this is the heart of the Empress. Spoilers. Or who knows, maybe it's not, maybe that's just, my interpretation of it. Okay, so I heard all the secrets.
Someday this place will devour.
This is a rune. Runes essentially allow you to purchase new powers or upgrade your current powers. And you can either upgrade your vitality or dark vision. Which dark vision is essentially allows you to see through walls and see enemies. And if you upgrade it to the second level, you're able to see like it says, security devices, weapons, ammo, coins, keys, or traps. And each thing costs different, and obviously the second level costs a bit more. Not really sure what ones I'm gonna get for this game, for this playthrough. So we'll probably save it for now.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. Now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
very interesting character. You learn in the game that there are, and of course through the DLC, the Knife of Dunwall, is that there's actually other people who have been in contact with the outsider, and that he doesn't tell these individuals how to use their abilities. He just kind of gives them these abilities and watches them, kind of almost as if he's like a Roman emperor watching like a couple gladiators fight, just to see what they do for his amusement. Here, just because of the time that we're looking at. We're at about a 20-minute video already, so I think I'm going to end it. I'm going to save it here, and need to delete a save. These are all from my Ghost playthrough. But yeah, we will pick back up here in the next video and hopefully be able to get to the first main mission, main area of the game. Again, it's Don Scarface 24, and thanks for watching. You have a great day.